Sydney's public transport system is currently cracking under the strain of a massive inner-city and regional population growth, brought on by a lack of previous investment. The $8.3 billion project by Metro Trains Sydney, set to open in the first half of 2019, will deliver for the first time a reliable public transport system to a region which has the highest car ownership levels per household in Australia. With an extra 200,000 people expected to move into Sydney's northwest suburbs in the coming decades, this new transport infrastructure will provide a vital connection for these households to the Sydney CBD.
Within this video, we will outline the major stakeholder groups affected by the project, what sustainability issues they care about, and what issues we believe are most important to them. There are many stakeholders for Metro Trains Sydney, and they can be broadly categorized into 4 groups. Community and business, which includes future customers and surrounding households and businesses.
Industry, which includes academic institutions, contractors, and unions.
Service providers, including Sydney Water, power providers, and telecommunication providers.
Government, including local councils, the New South Wales government departments and agencies, and federal and local members. These stakeholders have varying interests and needs which require a comprehensive understanding of the sustainability impacts involved with this project.
As a community member and businessman, sustainability information I would want include economic impacts such as cost to taxpayers, long-term pricing regulations, and how current construction and future transportation will affect local businesses and communities. For social impacts, I would want information regarding community growth, transportation efficiency and connectivity, and heritage site impacts, while for environmental impacts, information regarding construction and operational effects would be important. This information should be guided by the UN Sustainable Development Goals with reference to SDG number 3, Health and Wellbeing, number 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, and number 8, Decent Work and Economic Growth.
As an industry leader, sustainability information I would want includes economic impacts such as fair pay and sourcing of local contractors and industries. Information regarding social impacts should include health and safety of workers, decent work, appropriate training and support, while for environmental impacts includes efficient resource use, effluents and waste, total emissions and energy use, and in compliance with environmental legislation. For both industry and service providers, this information should be guided by the Global Reporting Initiative, with reference to GRI 200 Economic Series, which covers economic standards, GRI 400 Series, which covers social standards, and GRI 300 Series, which covers environmental impacts, with a few key references highlighted here.
As a service provider to Metro Sydney Northwest, sustainability information I would want includes environmental impacts such as utility efficiency, waste management information, and targets on electricity and fuel usage, information on economic impacts such as impacts on existing infrastructure and long-term contract conditions, whilst the social impacts I would require include the energy management hierarchy and contingency plans for emergency and natural disasters.
As a government leader, sustainability information I would want includes social impacts, such as stakeholder engagement and collaboration, decent work and workforce development, compliance with rigid ethics guidelines, and the effects of construction and operation of businesses and local communities. Information regarding economic impacts should include economic growth in regional and inner city areas, net generation of income from transportation services, and environmental impacts such as construction and operational impacts, sustainable energy sourcing, and targets and outcomes for reducing waste and energy demands. This information should be guided by the Integrated Reporting Guidelines as well as the Sustainable Development Goals, including number 7, Affordable and Clean Energy, number 8, Decent Work and Economic Growth, number 9, Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure, number 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, and number 17, getting others involved in SDGs. We believe the most important sustainability information is regarding the environmental costs and benefits of this project, which are critical to ensuring a true measure of sustainability towards the Sydney Metro Trains Northwest, with the government agencies such as Metro Trains Sydney at the forefront of ensuring environmental sustainability alongside the social and economic dimensions.
We believe this information should be presented based on the GRI reporting standards. It is the most comprehensive reporting guidelines and will facilitate annual comparisons between sustainability reports regarding environmental, social and economic information of the Sydney Metro Northwest train line.